It's like the telephone game, dude. It's like, it's like a more serious version of the telephone game, but it's like, dude, like I've met freaking conservatives that, they might not agree with gay marriage and stuff, but they would never take away someone's right for it. They're like, I don't care, man. They just do their thing. Like, they're like, oh, I might think it's a little weird. Like, they don't care. Yeah. And they're like, oh man, if you want to transition from a man to a woman or woman to a man, like that's cool, but don't teach it to my kids in school. Like that's where they draw the line. So it's like, but I don't give a shit. And I've met, liberals where they're like, no, dude, pedophiles deserve to get shot in the fucking head.
Yeah.
Or no, dude, I don't want to pay as many taxes. Yeah. So it's like, I've met all of it, but where you get the divide is people stop talking. That's what I think it is, man. I think it's a conversation aspect.
Well, I think it's hard to talk about certain things, especially when you feel like that's going to be the one thing that's going to sever a relationship or sever ties and shit. And I've come to realize that most of the time it's not. It might bring you closer together more times than not. It might bring, kind of, you start having these talks and you're having these conversations and you start realizing how much more similar you guys are to each other, how, what the worries are and that you guys have similar concerns and things like that. It's just from two different sides of the fucking coin. But I've talked to people that I've said that, and I even mentioned that there could be any similarities from one side to the other, and they'll shut that shit down. It's like, there's no way I'm like them. There's no way they're like us. Like we're so much better, or our way is the right way, and this, that, whatever. I'm like, all right, well, like, again, take a step back. Don't look at it from the macro fucking perspective of it, from the bird's eye view. Like, people all want pretty much the same thing. They want peace of mind. Yeah. They want to be able to support their loved ones. They want some type of community, things like that. And then once you start kind of, again, zooming in a little bit, you start seeing like, well, where do you find that community? Where do I find this peace of mind? And then that's where the separation comes, because there's a million different perspectives to a million different things. So it still is weird to me that people can't understand that, again, just that simple truth that we're all looking for essentially the same shit, just in different ways that's going to satisfy us. Yeah. I don't understand how, if you get somebody that is not necessarily the most religious person, but will die by their political group, which, I mean, you're doing the same thing. It's the same exact shit.